Hello friends, we're already here more of our CK2 on English Neck, a Norman Yoke playthrough. We were in an absolutely terrible war, trying to get Cornwall back from the Byzantines. It was a mistake. It was a terrible, terrible mistake. They have a huge stack down here of about 20,000, all armies together. We're waiting for our allies to get here to help us out. Hopefully they will. We're at 3% positive war score. They're currently sieging down what I'd taken back in Cornwall, so they're distracted for the time being on that. We're getting all of our troops mustered together at our capital, where we can hopefully head out and fight back, but I'm just not sure as they offload yet more troops. Yet more. So I'm going to bring all these armies there at Kent. And then, I'm not sure how many more are loading in right now. Well, after that happens, we'll then pivot to fight them. About another 3,500. They do have a landing penalty this time. And as we reinforce here, we should be okay. Just reinforce a little faster, please. Let the morale hold. We have no commander there, correct? We have one commander. And there's the reinforcements. We got to get some more commanders on the field, I think is the real answer to this story. I'm surprised to see the Byzantines are splitting their army in two. Because this might mean we can actually pick off the bigger army. If they expand too much farther out and leave their Cornwall, or their corny troops, not sure what's going to happen. Alright, this army here is arriving in the Strait of Dover. They're trying to escape right now. We might be able to catch them, though, before they do. Not quite sure, but a couple of victories for us would be fantastic to turn our fortunes around. I want this victory to finish real quick so I can get some commanders on the army. There we go, all done. And their big stack is moving towards Middlesex. Okay, again, I'm amazed they're doing it. I mean, the one reason this might work out for the army of the Byzantines is because I have a river crossing going to Middlesex. I think they have a river crossing also, though. Well, I'm not sure. I need another commander. So best commander available is a 21 martial aggressive leader. Sure sounds good. And I'm going to go to Essex and then into Middlesex. There's no river crossing that direction, I believe. So here comes the war to end all wars, I suspect. I'm again amazed that they're letting me fight this entire group all at once. As they bring their troops in. They're trusting that, yeah, they're actually locked in. That's amazing. I think they're trusting that we have a river cross penalty on us. But if the war resolved before they get the reinforcements... Oh, they're holding out 300 troops left. Yes, they are. And so we still have a river crossing penalty, I believe, even though they just sent their entire army across the river also. Well, I wish I could fast march here. Let's send everybody in, though, and at that group... Hopefully the battle lasts long enough for us to get our 15,000 stack in. We're going to increase the game speed, because I want to do that regardless, I do believe. And we are locked in, and they have brought more troops again. This is going to be a bloody, bloody battle. Also, our queen is sick of being kind. She doesn't like this at all. Okay, I think we're winning this now. Morale holds out. There is the victory we've been waiting for. The gigantic Byzantine armor has been defeated. The Byzantine army has been defeated at Middlesex. At London, victory unto us. Happy to see the army of Susa, one of our allies, is doing some good work in Cornwall, sieging that down for us. And we come now to Winchester. We start driving back the Byzantines. They do have so many troops still. It's like really upsetting numbers. They're landing even more troops again. We have doubled their numbers there at least. The jihad fails. Jerusalem holds on to Jerusalem a little while longer. We're currently hemorrhaging 30 cash a month as we are using mercenaries, a big way to keep this battle going. But so far so good. Once we win this battle, we'll then send our troops over to try to save the army of Susa. The Susan army. Only ladies named Susan allowed inside. But I think we're going to be fine, actually. So, victory in Southampton, great. Let's shift our army here. I suspect that Susan's gonna lose before we can go save him. My husband Franz been captivated by birds. Didn't we buy you a falcon a little bit ago? Let's buy you another falcon, my love. Wasting all of our military money on falcons. What a life. Put our boats away. I think I just actually sunk a few of my boats. They weren't all ported up, but boats away for now. March this direction. Yeah, the Susan army is going to lose. Byzantines here get a defensive bonus in hills. That's unfortunate. Maybe they'll reinforce across the way here. We do have more troops, but I think with the defensive bonus, it's not going to be a great battle for us if they bring their additional ones in. But they're not, actually. They're just standing in Cornwall. Maybe the Byzantine Emperor knows that I've captured them. I've managed to get him stuck in a corner. That's great. Our stewards done well in York, increasing infrastructure and motivating people to work even harder. That's great, 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 great. Would also be great, though, if I can remember to use my marshal for military purposes now. Marshals should be training troops to reinforce our levy rate. I guess rebuilding even faster than before. Our steward, though, really is just administering realm instead of getting tech or getting money. We could collect taxes. The problem, of course, is that the steward occasionally upsets the peasants terribly and increases revolt chance, but here's another big old battle. Make sure I've got commanders aligned. I have commanders, at least. I'm guessing they do, too. We have 5,000 more troops, though. It's looking good. Suddenly feeling relatively confident. Yeah, their best commander is a 18. Only have one commander on the field. We have a whole line of them there. Best one Miller is a 21, the Duke of Leinster. If we win this, I'm going to feel like I've pulled off some trickery. Absolute trickery here. And yeah, some of our allies have gone down to poke the Byzantine Emperor in his own territory. Cornwall shall be ours at the end of this thing. As long as the treasury holds out, which, it's doing okay. So it's doing okay right now. At 50% war score now. Unfortunately, I have to push, I think, all the way to 100% war score. We can try to siege down Cornwall again. Yeah, all of the enemy troops are pretty well scattered right now. I think we've managed to outlast theirs, unless they start using mercenaries. Now, my vassals are very, very cranky. Their armies are still being used. I swear I want to give them back, but if we have to give them back, we will lose the war, unfortunately. I think a single troop may have offloaded here to try to stop the siege of Cornwall. But here comes some more of our allies. Loading off another 2,000 troops or so, I'm guessing. Very small numbers, but we appreciate it. We could rush the walls here. We have large enough numbers that we're fine, but they're rushing to us. I don't mind losing this, or winning this, rather. Losing additional troops is waiting the time for the siege of Bodmin to end. So I think we have more buildings to siege down afterwards. Yeah, we're currently only holding one capital. And now we have Bodmin, also a city, so we have the capital and the city both. Next up is the bishopric. It's mine, give it back. 5,000 troops up north, 7,000 troops in total. Yeah, I think we're A-okay. Even though we're officially losing money each month, I haven't noticed the money go below 300 yet. It might be ticking down in a second here, but I'm feeling pretty good. Now, our friends, the Army of Susa, can't fight the main Byzantine stack on their own. So we're going to have to either split our army and switch over there, or I'm actually going to do is just wait for this to end. Hopefully have a period of making the vassals happy after this, but if we can finish out Cornwall, and just a tick more, then back to the capital, finish that victory, and that should be the actual entire war. Thanks be to mercenaries. They're at a 97% war score. One more big battle in Middlesex, and that should be absolutely all of it. Again, I'd love to go into Essex and then cut on through, but we have large enough we could probably walk right into the capital. River crossings are nothing. Our Sunday Queen needs guidance in experienced areas. I love her for giving all this. Wait, what? Our Sunday Queen is not married to our Sunday King. What happened to our Sunday King? Did he die? Died of pneumonia 5 years ago. Man, mail moves slow. In the year 1186. Whoa, that's a shame. So our Sunday Queen is not married to anyone. I think I want her to be, ambitious would be amazing. The only problem is we become rivals forever. You know what? Sure. Get some ambition, little girl. We'll marry you off for a new heir once we have some new heirs. Chelsea will have a kindly disposition, become charitable to you. Don't attack the queen, please. They're offloading more troops. With a whole bunch of boats. I hope it's not a big stack. Oh, 100% war score. We end the war. I don't care how big the stack is. The war's over. Cornwall is mine. Well done, well done. I am so pleased that worked out. I was frankly terrified. You heard the terrified words. The victory for us. Cornwall's ours once more. On death, though, the county of Cornwall will go to Chiefess Tegla of Galindia, who's Byzantine Emperor. I thought. The law we passed a while ago made Vassal title inheritance is ready to disallow title passed in another realm. Is Cornwall gonna go right back to their hands again? Strange stuff. I mean, I think once she has children, it'll be okay. So we'll marry her off somebody to get her making kids as soon as possible. Betroth her to, I don't know, someone in my family. You're in my dynasty. No? Why not? For matrilineal, you know what? Sure. In which case, let's use a random kid. You're fine. Make some kids, thanks. And have them stay in the family. Alright, because we've been doing the vassals' troops so long, it was dire for Gavelkind succession with Ireland and England. And I'd prefer that not to happen, because primogeniture is the best. So, what do the factions look like? They're both 80% of my strength or so. Right now our retinue's kind of small. We had some major losses in that battle. But I think we'll be okay. Yeah, the people are cranky about me because female ruler, foreign conqueror, raised levies for too long. They want some counties. I think we've got to wait that one out, and I'm pretty sure we'll be fine. The vassal crankiness will go down sooner or later. Hopefully we can fight future wars without using the vassal armies. Just fighting an empire. Fighting an empire requires all hands on deck, I'm afraid to say. And I kind of don't want to spend my money down again, because I do want to hold on to the cash for the sake of future mercenaries. Though, strengthening the main always feels so good. We could set up for better stables. We'll burn through the other ones and see who else gets anything involving money. No, I'll need better tech, unfortunately, for castle walls or castle towns. The potential I should save my various councils out to improve the tech in these spots. What do you need, Bath? Bath needs nothing. Bath's in the best shape it's ever been. Bulls, how about you? They can be barracks. Sure, more heavy infantry. Hope that works out. Oh, I'm so pleased. Okay. So, at this point, we don't have a truce with Scotland. I have 2 claims on Scottish land, Isle of Man and Clydesdale. I was really hoping to get this 3rd one here, but our Chancellor is trash. Chancellor's like a 6, like literally trash. Happily, his red mustache has become gray. He's heading towards death. Wouldn't mind that happening sooner than later. Judith here, who married off to the Duke of Austria, I believe, yeah, Duke of Susa here definitely helped us in battle. But I want him to get a good daughter-in-law. You eat your Brussels sprouts, become intriguing. Right. And if I were to declare war on Scotland, could I fight it myself? Their king's getting kind of old. He has 6,000 personal troops, 6,000 troops across the entire realm. I have how many personal troops? That's 6,000 personally also, so we don't necessarily need to raise the vassal army. Again, we just don't want to. Also, as our retinue refills, the factions are realizing their weakness, realizing they shouldn't bother trying to attack me. I've gone from 80% strength to 57 or 64 now, so that'll be fine. The other vassals like potentially make happy by giving money, I guess. They don't like me at all. Not even a little bit. I like that I have a golden sword though. They do like my fancy state armor. I like that too, gotta say. Really do, really do. My husband wants a 3rd falcon. A whole army of falcons for the husband. Are you a falconer yet? You're somehow not a falconer. You quote-unquote genius, you. Did any of our children become geniuses? I don't think they did. We got a celibate Knight Templar. We got an heir who has weak-lunged children dying of pneumonia. No geniuses. Hey, at least our boy's a falconer. That's pretty cool. That gives you a bonus to diplomacy. That's great. That's great. Okay, I'm gonna speed the game back up again. I slowed it down because of the horror that was fighting the Byzantines. I think if I played that at top speed, we would have lost many more engagements before I can get my troops sorted. We improved anything enough that we can get a larger retinue army again, or are we at cap? We're close to cap. Yeah, we can't make anything more, I don't believe. Yep, all full. House Crawled Training Ground. Alright, more troops again. The money's rolling in once more. We gotta pay back our loan, though. We did take out 1 loan. I was ready to take out 2, but again, the Knights Templar don't like me, even though I sent my son. I sent my son to go spend time with Knights Templar. We'll repay the Jewish moneylender in a couple months here. Let's go and check out our son and see who he's loyal to. The Prince of Denmark is the Grand Master here. You have to have over 25 opinion to get him to give you money. Unfortunately, he's deceitful, we're honest. And also, he's a zealot, I think. No, vicious rumors are their issue. Too bad. Too bad. Hey, look at this. Hey, it happened. We were waiting for it, it's occurred. For as long as we've ruled here, we Normans have entrusted the raising our children to Saxon nursemaids. Our first words would not be Norman French, but Saxon. As they grew up, we learned to speak a tongue that was neither the one nor the other. Now is the time to make this tongue our own, so we may all communicate. Yes, let us be one with our serfs. The Queen becomes English. And Kent does too. Kent's culture is English, West Germanic. The Queen is English, West Germanic. So at this point, the vassals shouldn't see us as a foreign conqueror anymore. Is that correct? Yes. Finally, we've lost the foreign conqueror debuff. Now the question is, will all these lovely people become English also after a period of time? But how great is that? After, what, more than 100 years? More than 100 years, no longer are we Normans. We're instead English. If we read the culture map, can we see that spread about our land? Culture map, yeah. The Anglo-Saxon, Welsh-Irish, it's all a little confusing. But should become good in English very, very soon. England is now English. Which means we can now become Empress, though I don't want to do that until I have a Scottish kingdom for myself, soon enough. For a long while now, you've not felt the presence of the Lord in your thoughts. You're starting to wonder whether there really is any truth in the Bible. It's an old book written by liars. I'm cynical, maybe become depressed, or perish these blasphemous thoughts. Become a zealot. The zealot makes the church love me, but other faiths hate me. Also makes cynical people despise me. So let's say the blasphemous of the past, please don't become depressed. Hey! Lost the joy of life, I am now depressed. So, loss of martial, intrigue, stewardship, fertility, all the rest. And we have a pop-up about an epidemic occurring yet again. That is the dreaded smallpox. Seems worth closing the gate for that, even though we surely must believe the Lord will protect us. Surely, surely. Hopefully it does not upset the vassals too much. And I'm gonna go with Scotland now. Really was wanting this chance to get something sorted out, but oh no. I tried to get a good night's sleep, but I'm tormented by horrible images of our people. Their pleas for help and hurtful words get to me. I just want to survive. Become a coward. It's true. I'm a coward. It's true, it's true. Alright, all of our council members are heading to Hyde. I've encountered the Oblatus. We are friends. Look at all your virtues. Hooray for friendship everywhere. Okay. I wonder how cranky the vassal would be if I attacked Scotland right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Pharamond, our kinsman, has got the smallpox. Out you go. Not gonna like that at all. Happily has no children to carry on his grudge. I should have married him off somebody. Sorry, kiddo. No love for you. Okay, so if we were to attack the King of Scotland, pressing all claims, the council likes it. On a 4-3 vote. The Glory Hounds wants to attack bigger people. Look here, you. I've got more important tasks than attacking large enemies who might defeat us. I don't think that's a good idea. But for now, we will be very, very pleased that our rival and potentially someday queen excelled in her studies. Charismatic negotiator. That's just fantastic. There's some managed to have another kid yet. Sure would appreciate it if you have more children. Ah! A peasant revolt has risen up in Hull. They have the nerve to demand independence. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can handle that solo without raising the vassal troops, so everybody go there. Don't need the ones across the sea. We'll put them away again. And we'll gather up, then march straight north. Oh, they're coming to attack my tiny army standing right there. Run away, little friends, run away. My former ward has finished her education. She has followed the rule of Benedict. She is content in life. How made her ambitious? She is shy and content and a genius and brawny and such a good character. Gotta marry her to somebody. Once I can figure out who the king will be after our son, I'll definitely marry her off. Okay. Unfortunately, the peasants dared to go attack my encampment at York. Move my troops as fast as possible. Yeah, the peasants defeated our proper troops at the Battle of Scarborough. Anglo-Saxon populace in Middlesex embrace English culture? Civilized peasants? What? Alright, English is gradually going to take over this entire realm. English are now English. Alright, so deal with the peasants. They've got our commander on the field. The Huller Peasant Revolt will be no more. Huller at your boy. Oh! Another Peasant Revolt. I think this Peasant Revolt is because we're the wrong culture now. All these peasants are convinced that they want to be Anglo-Saxons forever. And we, of course, are English now, so find a way some revolts here to convince them that, no, it is better that we all become English. We swear. I can't imagine any of them being a large enough army to defeat us. But yeah, are the peasants all just, like, cranky because we're wrong culture now? I don't see a cranky pop-up, at least. There's nothing here about negatives, malices to the county, so we'll see. Open the gates, but no, Middlesex is still sickly. Another fast victory here. Go to that army. Rumored of a traitor working with the besiegers erode the morale of Gloucester. Right, we're spying on you behind every enemy gate. Everywhere for you. Alright, another quick war ended. Who is their leader? Leader was known as Wulfstan of the Gloucesterian Peasant Revolt. Now we'll call him prisoner number 26. Another good victory. Put away the troops there. And, whoops, not mean to split those out. Recombine them and put the troops away. Time of peace is upon us, it looks like. So, want to check out the prison real quick. Any prisoners to sell? You're worth nothing. We offer his head. Everyone approves of that, but at the same time, costs us piety. So we'll let him live out his days in prison instead. 3 square meals, a warm bed of straw, and not much else. We'll have to see if we can give the Scottish king about the same in next episode. Thanks for watching. See you again real soon.